Today, even though it's September and it's warm outside, we're going to be talking about winter today and the impact of a weather phenomena, a specific one, we call La Nina. So what is La Nina, how it works? Well, we got to go down to the tropics, the eastern Pacific, down along the equator to find that. La Nina happens when the trade winds, which are kind of the typical winds in that part of the world that blow from east to west, those winds blow stronger than usual. And what that does is it blows a lot of your warm water on the surface of the ocean way out into the western Pacific. And so in its place, a lot of cold water from deep down in the ocean rises up to the surface and replaces it. Now, how colder than usual that water is, it actually determines the strength of the La Nina. So you basically have a whole bunch of heat being transferred from one part of the world to another, and that causes a whole bunch of big impacts around the globe. For example, up here in North America, the biggest impact is our jet stream changes. So the jet stream coming off the Pacific Ocean gets sort of pushed way off to the north. So it takes this sort of diagonal path on average across the country. And that impacts all the different weather systems and the temperatures throughout America. This is what a typical on average, keyword being here, La Nina winter looks like. So as the jet stream dives from northwest to southeast, a lot of cold air can spill in behind it. So a lot of times the northern U.S. ends up colder than average. A couple spots end up wetter than average. One, the Pacific Northwest, got a lot of weather systems coming out along that jet stream, and they pull a lot of extra moisture off of the ocean. Also, the second one is over here towards the mid-south up into the Ohio River Valley, where a lot of extra weather systems form here where that jet stream takes a curve, and those parts of the country end up wetter than usual. To the south, you're on the warm side of the jet stream, so you end up warmer than average and a lot of times drier than average because all your weather systems that bring you moisture, they're going right along that jet, so you miss out. Now here in Iowa, a little bit less clear sometimes. A lot of times we're north of that jet stream, so we end up cooler than average on average throughout winter. We can end up sometimes snowier than average too, because a lot of weather systems basically right along that jet out of Canada, and they bring us frequent little weather systems that bring us kind of fast moving little chances of snow. It's not a lot at a time, but a lot of time it adds up. We don't get as many of those big, powerful winter storms that come out of the deep south and they pick up a whole bunch of Gulf moisture and then dump it over us in the form of, feet of snow. We don't get that as much in La Nina patterns. It kind of depends a little bit, though. Not all La Ninas are the same. So we're heading into a moderate La Nina this winter again, like last winter and like the year before it. But look at how each of these winters has ended up, the most 5 recent La Ninas. It's kind of a mixed bag. Here in snowfall, below average last year, way above average the year before that, below, above. Temperatures above, below, above, below. So La Nina is a big factor in our weather, but it's only one. There are a lot of other climate patterns around the globe that affect us here, just besides La Nina. And actually, as we head past this winter, we're going to be trending back away from La Nina, and that's going to change our weather again as we head into 2023.